Today, the last living Buffalo soldier was awarded with New York State's highest Citizens Award. The 101-year-old Corporal Reverend Robert Dixon presented the New York State Liberty Award. The ceremony held at Mount Calvary Baptist Church, where he has served as a pastor for 36 years.
Reverend Dixon started a lot of things within the Albany area, and we don't always realize that we are benefiting from our forefathers that have went on. I mean, he started, I think if I'm not mistaken, he was the first person to be a part of the Police Review Board in Albany.
State Senator Neil Breslin presented the award, while Tom Mullins, veterans advocate for the Reverend Francis A. Kelly Society, gave the Society's Medal of Freedom.
Say it one more time. It's our 88th anniversary. Yeah. God is still in the blessing business. The shepherd of over 34 years is sitting among us at 101 years old. We don't know what it's about.
Thank you, Mount Calvary, for allowing me to be here on a very, very special occasion. A dual occasion. I've been trying to catch up to the 88 years of Mount Calvary. I'm not that far behind, but I don't think I'm going to catch up. And with Reverend Dixon, as I said before, I always thought there were four of you, Reverend Dixon. And you were always someone, and still are, someone that I looked up to, who in the community was always there. Police Civilian Board, the last of the Buffalo soldiers, and on and on and on. And always, always with a smile. And always with a gentleness that was very, very disarming. Because if he didn't do what he told you to do, I could feel as though it might not be as gentle. So we always tried to make sure that we did what you asked us to do. And I'm not up to you, but in my 25th year as your senator, I have an opportunity today that I haven't had in those 25 years. There's a very special medal that's given out by New York State and the Senate, and it's called the Liberty Medal. This is the first time I've had an opportunity to have that Liberty Medal in my hand. Probably the last time, too. But that Liberty Medal is for you. And it's here many, many years, and also with you. I'm not going to catch you, but for me, it's so humbling to have you as a friend. And it's so humbling to know you as the person who has done so much for our city and will continue to do. I love you, brother.
Amen.
We enrolled in the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor. And then we host a dinner every year, the October 27th edition, in which we honor two veterans, one from Albany County, one from Minnesota County, as our hometown heroes. Now that term hometown hero involves both heroism at the military level, but also at the community service level as well, because many of these veterans, you know, when they came back from war, they gave back. Now I'd just like to ask the general population here today, how many of you have some kind of connection with a relative from the Great Depression? Would you raise your hand? Great-grandfathers, grandfathers? Okay. I'd like to discuss that for a moment. Tom Brokaw once wrote a book called The Greatest Generation. And it was about World War II veterans. But there were three situations that called them to greatness. And Reverend Dixon was called to all three of these.
Amen.
First off, the Depression, the most trying economic times of their lifetime. And they were kids. And they were called to do adult things because the whole family had to pull together during that time for the family to survive. So it was nothing for a 7-year-old and 8-year-old to be out in the streets, maybe selling newspapers, whatever, to help in whatever money they could bring into the house. What that did for those children was it instilled a strong ethic and personal responsibility in them. That got transferred to World War II when these men went to war, these men and women went to war. They took on another family, their fellow veterans, and they fought against the greatest enemy of their time, tyranny. And they changed the world because of their efforts. And other consequential groups within the community, they gave back in large ways. Reverend Dixon was no different. He gave at West Point. He was a member of the Buffalo Soldiers, and as he stands here today, the last living member of the Buffalo Soldiers. But he was called to a different kind of work, the ministry. So after he left West Point, he was 31 years in Salt Point, correct me if I'm wrong, and 36 years here. And that became a blueprint or a model for many other cities throughout the country. I don't know if all of you are aware of that. So, you know, when I stand here before you today, I feel a certain sense of spirit. I really do. You've uplifted me. I was nervous when I got here. I'm not nervous anymore. I'm energized. I'm ready to sing. Yeah. The Reverend Francis A. Kelly Military Society proudly awards the Reverend Francis A. Kelly Medal of Freedom to Reverend Robert W. Dixon, Corporal, United States Army, for his military merit and for a lifetime achievement of community service.
Amen.
Reverend Dixon. Now, we've only offered this 5 times in our society's history. Reverend Dixon will be the 6th.
Wow.
Our highest award that we bestow on any veteran for both military and community service is the Reverend Francis A. Kelly Medal of Freedom. And I would like to present this to you right now.